Hey there, sweetie pie. Ah, it's really hard to get this on the video. But there's this magical mist outside tonight. The temperature is nice and warm, actually. But the mist, this magic mist in the sky. You see it a little bit around the light there, maybe? Right? It looks almost like rain. But it's not rain, it's just this fog in the sky. You can see a little bit over there too. There was a whole bunch in the morning also. The whole city, it felt like, was full of this mist. So I hope you got to see some of that. And I imagine how fun it would be to go out for a quick night walk tonight with you, falling asleep before bed, and see this magic on the streets. I know the video's not good enough, but it is so special out there, this soft white cloud through the whole city. So, I'm imagining taking you hours ago for your night walk and falling asleep out there in that big white cloud, like we talk about sometimes when I tell you your nighttime story. But tonight, I wanted to read you another nighttime story. You pick this one out. Here I am. You picked out this book, I think not the last time, but the time before. You got very excited about reading this one. And it's a book we read a lot when you were a little baby. And it was so sweet. So we practiced some of our English words and phrases. You got really interested in it. And since it's such a pretty book, the pictures are just great. I thought we'd take a little read tonight so it could be here on our videos. Let's see. It's called The Eye Book. You see them? They're super cute, and you've always liked them. And you really like them. I think it was the 2 nights ago. So we talked about how eyes are these ones here. And my eyes see, and his eyes see. I can see him, and he sees me. Our eyes see blue. Our eyes see red. They see a bird. They see a bed. So nice reading this with you and remembering what a nice level it is to practice hearing these words and these little sentences again. So by the time you hear this video, I think this will be easy for you. For right now, it's just right. These eyes we're talking about, they see the sun, they see the moon, they see a fork, a knife, a spoon. You got really interested in this one, and you practiced all 3 of those words, and you said them after me and tried to remember them. A fork, a knife, a spoon. They see a girl. They see a man. Oh, and we really practiced that word as well. You're very interested to hear how to say what you are. You're a girl. You practiced saying a girl. And then we learned a boy, a horse, and an old tin can. And horse you got very good at too. You were really hungry to hear these words. These eyes, they look down holes. They look up poles. Wow. Our eyes see trees. They look at clocks. And the trees were popular, of course, but the most popular. They look at bees. They look at socks. Both of these ones got a lot of practice. So let's hear it again. Our eyes see trees. They look at clocks. They look at bees. They look at socks. Our eyes see flies. Our eyes see ants. He loved seeing these pictures. And we had a laugh with this one. And then you talked a lot about pink. Sometimes these eyes see pink underpants. We chuckled. It was funny to see that it was also funny for you. Our eyes see rings. Our eyes see strings. They see so many, many things. I like the cute rabbit so much. So many things, like rain and pie. And we had a big talk about American pie, about the fact that in America, in North America, we eat pie. Quite a lot of it, and it can be full of himbeer or blowbeer. I got a little interested in about making a pie one day. Oops. The last page. Our eyes also see dogs and airplanes in the sky. We practiced saying the word dogs a lot, so you got good at it. And so we say, hooray for eyes, hooray, hooray, hooray for eyes. I think this could be hooray for eyes and ears too. There were so many fun things. Until I reread it right now, I had almost slipped my mind a few of these little details. How many questions you had, and you got really curious. Suddenly this big hunger to hear these words and remember these words. I guess because you must remember the book. Your memory's so good, my little sweet. You tell me about things from a whole year ago. You told me about a park we played in one time. There was one day out of our days at home where you and I went out to a park near Peter Bangsvej. And we played under a tree, and I think it was one of the very first times you played with the ball. You were young, probably under 2 years old. And it's a year or so later, I think, that we separated into the two houses. And then this whole year that we were separated, and you told me that you told your mama every time you walked by that little park on Peter Bangsvej that you remembered playing with your papa there, and that the park reminded you of us. And so when we walked by it, you told me how that park there at Peter Bangsvej, it always reminded you of us, and you always think of us, and you'd always tell your mama that you think of us. So, like I was saying, you have this amazing memory. You're not quite 4 years old yet, and you're remembering something that's pretty much 2 years ago. And you remembered it through an entire year. It was very sweet, very special to hear from you. That every time you went by that park, you remembered we were there together. You remembered me. You remembered us together. And I told you how that park would mean even more to me now. And every time I walked by there, I would remember what you just told me, that was a space where you remembered me and us, and that park would be so special for me. We really connected over it. You could really feel how important this was for the both of us. So here we are, my little Marley Bear. My eyes see, her eyes see. I see you and we see we. Just a little improvisation on the theme for you. I hope you're sleeping sweet and this beautiful mist out there is in your dreams. I hope that you're up in a cloud of beautiful thoughts and rest and a nice relaxing dream where you can turn into an animal or two that you like and fly a bit and float a bit, maybe even swim a bit. And tomorrow, I'll see you here. The house is waiting for you. Your bed's ready. Your books are out. I'm really looking forward to having you here. See you soon, my lovely little Marley Bar. See you.